Today is the day of the rate cut, so should we be getting long or should we be getting short? Now, before we do start, guys, as many of you know, I'm trying my best to give you as much alpha as possible before this next leg of the bull run. So to make sure you don't miss any content, if you're not already subscribed, let's try and get that not subscribed to 50%. If you have subscribed already, leave me a comment, drop a like on the video. Let's get into it. Right, what is up, my beautiful people? We've got a lot to cover today, guys. But before we do start, it's been a little while since we've done one of these, and I feel like this is quite relevant at the moment. Now, the road to heaven often feels like hell, and the road to hell often feels like heaven, guys. What does that mean in crypto terms? It means that we are on the road to heaven right now with our crypto bags, and I'm not going to lie, we're all starting to feel it a little bit. There's certain bags that I've been complaining about to my friends. I'm saying, you know what? I'm getting kind of sick of this one. Why didn't I just go all in on ICP, for example? And then, you know, there's some bags that I'm pretty cool with. But the point is, we're all on the journey, guys. We're all on the journey to financial freedom. And to be honest, all of your friends and your family who you have been trying to convince that crypto is a great opportunity for them to be changing their financial situation, and they don't listen, they're on the road to hell. Ignorance is bliss, and unfortunately, they are gonna have to catch up eventually. So even though this is super hard for all of us, I want to say pat on the back to everybody who has survived this far in the bull run, guys, because it is not easy. But all of you guys, you're gonna get rewarded in the end. Many of you have come here in anticipation of the rate cuts. You guys know the FOMC meeting is today. For all of you guys wondering what time it is, it's at 2 p.m. Eastern time for all of my British mother in the chat, right? BMFs in the chat. It's 6 p.m. for us, so we've got to wait a little bit longer. It's about 4 hours from the time of today's video, but there's going to be a lot of different predictions on what's going to happen. As you all know, money creation happens out of borrowing. Again, if you haven't read some books on what is money, you need to go and do that. The money supply is going to increase, and that's why markets will pump. Now, my opinion, markets will pump, guys, okay? But people are expecting a rally today, and not everybody. I know there's going to be a few of you who do comment and you say, you know what, I wasn't expecting it straight away, we're just looking into the midterm. That's great. However, there's still a lot of people who maybe are new to investing, who just automatically assume that on the day of the halving, Bitcoin must pump. On the day of rate cuts, you know, risk on assets must pump. That's not really how it works, guys. But look, the last time we did see a rate cut, Bitcoin went exponential, guys. It had a massive rally. However, we did have the C word crash, black swan event here, and is something similar about to happen? Maybe it won't be as drastic as what this crash was, but will there be some sort of sell-off? If it is now cheaper to borrow money, I mean, that's fantastic. However, would market makers not want all of the risk on assets that they're going to be buying to be even cheaper? So they'll be getting cheaper rates on top of cheaper assets, which means higher returns long run, guys. Okay, so yes, long run, I mean, this could be something that we do see, but in the immediate short term, it makes sense for there to be a sell-off. Okay, so you can let me know what your opinions are in the comments. Everyone is welcome to leave a comment. Just let me know why you think what you do think. But we're floating, guys. We're still in fear. We're floating. Bitcoin 60k, 59k. ICP still sub $8. Before we do get into all the ICP stuff, guys, there's a lot of interesting charts that please everybody just remember, okay? Remember the road to heaven often feels like hell. This is one that I've shown you guys before, and I was getting a little bit scared here, not gonna lie, but the wicks have invalidated this breakdown. You can see that every time we've held the 38.2% ratio, it has indicated that we've still got another leg up to go. When we do have that break of the 38.2 ratio on the Fibonacci, then we have entered our bear market. So far, we've held it not once, not twice, but 3 times, guys. If we can hold it and we can close out, I think it's above 56k at the end of this month, then that's going to be amazing. Even if we wick down to like 54k today, guys, or over this next week with a sell-off, that's still going to be fine as long as we can close above 56k. So something to keep your eyes on. Another one that we need to keep our eye on. Look what happened with gold. Are we rhyming what gold recently did before it had its break of the all-time high? It could be, guys, and if that is true, then in this consolidation where we were in this falling wedge for gold, I mean, we could have a massive capitulation before the rally to come after it into October, November, December. And then another thing for you guys to keep an eye on is the global M2 versus Bitcoin. Makes sense, the GM2 is increasing. Obviously, our risk on asset in Bitcoin is going to increase alongside it as well. Paint a picture with different points of data, okay? Don't just go online and say, well, this guy posted a fractal and a paint drawing that says, oh, we're going to go down like this. A lot of these guys will doom post for clicks, guys. And look, I mean, maybe I'd get more views if I just posted some click fear bait titles and all that sort of shit. But we're not doing that, guys. We want to make sure that we have our game face on, guys, and that we are prepared for what is to come. But look, the M2 is increasing, Bitcoin most likely to increase with it. And then again, just a quick one, 4 months post-halving has usually marked the breakout. We are now at 4 months post-halving. Congrats to everybody who held on this entire time. But little side note, we're going to get into the ICP stuff now, but who saw this? Oh my fucking god.
And its properties are far better than all the rest of them. It's mathematical. No more double spend, it's encryptable. Push your cash in your brain or it's bearable. A new form of wealth begins. Hey, who's your
What a beautiful singing voice. Now, I don't know, like, if you guys can give me the context behind this, because I didn't see, like, the full clip or, like, why he started singing. But everybody holding ETH, this is your leader. Could you imagine Dom starts doing this? Are you buying the dip, guys? Because it looks like we are starting to form a new base above the bear market lows. This is something that you want to be seeing from your strongest performing altcoins, guys. We've had our breakout from major bear market lows. We had that high at $20. We're coming back down, and look, we're holding a higher low now, guys. So that is fantastic. But remember, Dom did say that there were some big things coming at the end of September. We're now at token 2049, and you can see that they're going to be at the premier AI event at token 2049. Is this going to be the first sort of like in real time AI prompt engineering showcase, do you think? But whatever it is, hopefully it's good, because they've got some big investors and some big asset managers that are going to be there looking at ICP and looking at pretty much all cryptos to see what they should be allocating into new funds, what should apply to be added into their funds. Now, a lot of you would have seen that the cycle burn rate has taken a significant decrease over the past week or so, being that things like Bob.fun and Burn maybe not as active as what they were last week when everyone was FOMOing in, being that they were the new projects. But you can still see that 8,000 plus current ICP average transactions per second is fantastic. Seeing the total canisters increase over a 7-day period. I mean, if you go to the monthly period as well, you can see it's actually starting to go exponential. We're at over 500,000 canisters. Now, as you can see, guys, we actually have broken down from the $7.87 level that we were looking at in yesterday's video. So we've still picked up some more, but now the next level that I'll be looking at, guys, will be some sort of triple bottom at this range. So you've got the first bottom here, second bottom here. If we get a triple bottom at $7.12, that's going to be a fantastic area for us to be picking up more ICP. And again, in line with if Bitcoin potentially does have a dump down, a sell the news event right now, 54K, we probably will be getting this, and then we will coil up into October. So that was sort of like the scenario B that we did say yesterday. So again, you must always be able to modify your plan as well, guys. So I can say that I was wrong on thinking that this was going to hold definitely and then have our next leg up. But even if we do coil up into this apex, that's still going to be fantastic for ICP, guys. And then again, if we go and check out our ICP Bitcoin chart that we checked out yesterday, we're still wicking off this support line here, guys, which is still printing a higher high for ICP, which is fantastic on the ICP Bitcoin dominance chart, guys. We'd love to see this one hold and then start to regain some strength. We're going to have to see how the day closes out. But that's it. If you made it this far, please be sure to support the channel by smashing that like button. Go and drop me a sub and a comment to let me know how you're feeling about today. I'm going to see you tomorrow, guys. Good luck. Peace.